Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight, we're going to be playing Season 5, Round 3 of the Solo Crisis League. It's my third and final attempt at this setup. This setup is using, Forever Evil as the base deck and Crisis 1 as our Crisis. Now, there's no special rules or anything. We have a little bit different character selection than we normally do, but what we're looking at is two characters and we get to choose one. We have Crisis the Flash. You go first, which isn't so great, I guess. In a solo game, you always go first. Once during each of your turns, if you have played 8 or more cards, choose a player, that player draws a card. Playing 8 or more cards is actually more common than you'd probably think. It doesn't take a lot of draw card cards to make it happen, so that is useful. But I'm going to go with Constantine. I've talked a lot about how I like the Justice League Dark characters within the DC deck building game, and Constantine is definitely not an exception, especially within Crisis 1. So, how he reads is, once during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck. If it has cost 1 or greater, you may play it, and it has +1 power. If you do, destroy it at the end of your turn. What that's going to allow us to do is just buy everything in the lineup. No holds barred. If we see something and it's out there and we can afford it, just buy it. No turns where we don't buy anything. Spend all the power we possibly can and try and use that power every single turn. It'll allow us to get rid of, just generate power faster. We're not going to complain about that. I mean, we can get all the kicks and get 3 power kicks for only 3 power to buy it. So that's the strategy I'm going with, and that is just buy everything and make it work. Our first crisis is Arkham Breakout. When a villain with an attack enters the lineup, treat it as a first appearance attack. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then Ra's al Ghul makes it so that if we don't buy a card in the lineup, we have to add an extra card to the lineup. So we add 1 to the lineup every turn. If we don't buy 1 in the lineup, that's 2 going into the lineup. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Expert Marksman, Man-Bat, Power of the Red, Royal Flush Gang, and Magic. Magic I might not need. I mean, maybe. We'll see. I mean, it's better to use Magic on a kick than it is to use Constantine's power on a kick. That's obvious. But there's a lot of situations where I might not need it. Early on, it's going to be great for getting rid of punches and vulnerabilities, so it's definitely going to serve a purpose. Let's see what our first hand is. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 power and a vulnerability. I'm going to go ahead and get Expert Marksman, and here's why. If we draw it, then we get to destroy a punch or vulnerability. Fantastic. If we use Constantine's power and we get it, we can get +1 power and still destroy a card. So I'm not too upset about that. New card coming out. Steel. Same situation as Steel. So this turn we've got 1, 2, 3 power. And we're going to do exactly what I just said, which is buy Steel and do the same thing that we're talking about doing with Expert Marksman. Hopefully use Constantine's power to our benefit early on. Alright, new card coming out. Insanity. Not a card I normally buy, but with Constantine, it serves a purpose. So, we're going to try Constantine's power. So, once during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck. If it has a cost of 1 or greater, which it doesn't, so we just leave it there. So that's 1. We're going to use Expert Marksman to destroy a vulnerability. 2, 3 power. And we'll go ahead and buy Insanity. Why not? Why not? Flight. 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got Steel in our hand, so we're going to play Steel, destroying a vulnerability. And then we have 1, 2 power, which we will use to buy Flight. Not going to use Constantine's power this turn. We know it's a starter anyway. I guess we could use it anyway, but yeah, it's a starter. So we got rid of 2 vulnerabilities. Not bad. Got a few defense cards in our arsenal now. Broadsword. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are. We can... Let's try Constantine's power first. What do we got? Punch, not going to do it. This is the first guy to play this turn. I can't do that. So we're going to use Expert Marksman to destroy a punch, actually. Or do I not? No, I don't want to do that. And here's why. we're going to play punch, 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 so that we can get rid of Man-Bat, and we don't end up having to suffer the wrath of Ra's al Ghul. These two will do nothing this turn, and we get a new card out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A card that costs 7. We're gonna leave this here. In fact, to remind myself, I'm just gonna put it up there and ignore it, because we need to leave it there in case we get the final countdown crisis. There's very few 7-cost cards in this particular setup of Forever Evil plus Crisis 1. So with that one out, I'm gonna leave it there. If another card that costs 7 comes out and it's not as good as that one, it's ours. But until then, I'm going to play it safe and leave it there. Okay, let's try Constantine's ability. What do we got? Ooh, you may destroy a hero in your hand, destroy a non-hero in your hand or discard pile if it costs 1 or greater, gain a VP. I don't need the VP, but I will destroy this vulnerability in my hand. I will destroy this at the end of the turn, but I do get 1 power for it for Constantine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Royal Flush Gang, because there's a chance we could actually get through this pretty quick. Oh, not with a 7-cost villain coming out. Nope. Not in that situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's see. Let's try Constantine's ability again. Nope. We will use this to destroy a punch. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3 power. You know what? I'm going to cancel that. We're going to keep that punch. Rather have the 4 power. I can at least buy Power of the Red. Don't particularly need Power of the Red just yet, but don't want to suffer the wrath of Ra's al Ghul. You can see Venom Injector here. When you destroy this card in any zone, 2 power. So if I were to use Constantine to destroy Venom Injector, that becomes 3 power. And then if I also had Star Labs at that time, that's a 4 power card for only 1 cost. Becomes much more powerful when you're playing as Constantine. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 power. And then we're going to try Constantine's power before we end our turn. Nope. Alright, so 4 power. We're going to go ahead and buy Venom Injector, but we're also going to get a kick. Because we can get a kick right now without suffering Ra's al Ghul, so that's a good idea. Steve Trevor might be able to do the same thing again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's try Constantine. What are you? Nope. We can destroy a card. We're going to destroy a punch in our discard pile. Then we can discard 2 cards, we'll say, and draw 2 cards. You know what? We'll just discard all 3. We're going to discard 3 cards, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We've got 0 power. We only ended up with 2 power. That's okay. Could have been worse. Still get Steve Trevor out of this. New card coming out. Strife. She does have an attack. I don't think the other villains did, because Man-Bat was a defense. I know Royal Flush Gang doesn't have one. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Each foe reveals his hand and discards each card with the same name as a card in the lineup. Well, none of these are in the lineup, so we're good. We'll start with Constantine. What do we got here? It's a kick. I could get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we're going to do that. So we're going to use Constantine, destroying this, but getting 3 power for it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't do anything with Venom Injector, but we will get Avatar of the Rot out of here. So we destroyed the kick. Unfortunately, it was one of the stronger cards in our hand, but we can get more kicks, and we got rid of Avatar of the Rot earlier than I thought we would. We just get rid of Strife now. We'll be in the clear, hopefully. Man-Bat Serum, nice and early. Let's try Constantine. Look at this. No, we're good. We're gonna discard the entire hand. Draw 4 cards. Alright, and we're looking at 1, 2, 3 power, which I will say goodbye to Strife with. Hopefully, just hopefully, we get to a point now where we can get rid of... Oh, nope, new villain. Never mind. So you can't get rid of a crisis while there's villains in the lineup, and we just got another one, even though we just destroyed one. Reveal my hand and discard cards until my hand contains no duplicates. Unfortunately, I have a perfect hand for Arkham Breakout, but I can't get rid of it with Psycho Pirate out there. We will use Marksman to destroy this punch in my hand, or do we want to destroy Venom Injector? We'll destroy Venom Injector. That's 2 power. Let's try Constantine. Nope. 3, 4 power. Didn't quite get what I wanted. We can at least get Man-Bat Serum and start building that up. New card coming out. Mallet. 2, 3, 4, 5. Mallet's a good card for Constantine. Once I get both signature trench coats, we're just going to do this every turn and probably destroy whatever we find every turn, because that's a pretty unstoppable force at that point. I'm going to use... We're just going to play... No, I'm going to use Power of the Red. No. Let's try Constantine, see what we got. When you destroy this card in any zone, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. We're going to... What do? Once during your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. If its cost is 1 or greater, you may play it, and it has +1 power. If you do, destroy at the end of your turn. So I guess we play it, get +1 power, and at the end of our turn, we can draw 2 cards and discard a card. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodbye, Psycho Pirate. We're not going to play this. And then we have to draw our 5 cards, and because we destroyed Steve Trevor, we get to draw 2 cards and discard a card before the next turn starts. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And draw 2 cards, and we will discard... we'll discard Expert Marksman. Alright, new card coming out. Pandora, she costs 7. Pandora, okay. We do not have 5 cards of different names, so Arkham Breakout's still here. Does it have to be at the start of your turn? Let me see. It doesn't have to be at the start of your turn, so I can't change that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we will use to get magic. Start using that magic on some punches. New card comes out. Have to draw. Magician's Corset, that's going to help us too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start with Constantine. No, can't do that. 1, 2, 3 power. I can't do anything with these 2. So we're going to buy a kick, but because we didn't buy anything from the lineup, Ra's al Ghul triggers and 2 cards come out. Bizarro Power, and Venom Injector. With the amount of destruction we have via Constantine, Bizarro Power is a fine card. 4 power is pretty good. Alright. 1, 2, 3. We're going to use magic on one of those punches, so we have 4 power. Let's try Constantine here. We'll get to 5 if I do that. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to destroy this for 5 power. And then I can destroy a card on my discard pile. We'll destroy another punch. With that 5 power, we'll definitely buy Magician's Corset. Or should we get Mallet and Venom Injector? No, Magician's Corset for the power and the card draw. That's much better. Better use of our energy. Alright, new card coming out. Another Mallet. So definitely going to get one of those. 2, 3, 4, 5. As I said earlier, my Constantine strategy at this point, buy everything and try to use the power every turn. If at all possible. If I could just use this power on Insanity at some point, I'd be much happier. But there are no villains, and we have 5 cards of different names. So we're going to discard our hand and remove Arkham Breakout. So that is our first crisis down. We did not buy a card in the lineup, so 2 cards are coming out. It's a Man-Bat and another Insanity. Okay. 1 power, use a magic on it for 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to try to use Constantine's ability. Can't. With our 6 power, should I get Bizarro? Yeah, that's a lot of power. And I can get a lot of destruction between the cards I have, my ability as a character. We're going to be fine. New card coming out. Power Ring. Let's try Constantine's ability. What do we got here? Ooh, I'm not going to do that. I could beat it this turn, but I won't. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we going to do with that 5? Let's go ahead. Let's get rid of Mambat. And we'll go ahead and buy ourselves another Insanity. And hopefully we can either defend ourselves of Insanity later when the new villain comes out, or we'll get to use Constantine on it. That's the game plan. Strife has an attack. Each player reveals his hand and then discards each card with the same name as a card in the lineup. None of these cards are in the lineup, so we're good there. Alright, 4 power and gain a weakness. Let's try Constantine here. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna do that. So that'll be 5 power, and we can destroy this weakness we just got. Uh, 6 power, draw a card. It's a good chance we're getting rid of Ra's al Ghul this turn. Good chance. 7 power, we're going to use magic on that to get to 8 power. 9 power, Mambat is going to do nothing, but 9 power will get rid of Ra's al Ghul. I could have gotten rid of Power Ring and maybe bought a card or two, but I really wanted to get rid of the villain. And we managed to do it. We got a new hand here with 2 defense cards, so that's good. Our new crisis is Kryptonite Meteor. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. That's 1, 2, and 3. Superpower cards lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a superpower in his hand. Now, unfortunately, my defense cards are both superpowers, so they're no longer defense cards since they lost all of their text. Plus, there's all these villains anyway, so... Sinestro. Each player puts all heroes from his hand into the lineup. Well, there are none right now, and he costs 3 more for each hero in the lineup. Okay, not a great hand we're dealt right here. We have 2, 3, 4 power, but we're going to try to use Constantine's ability at least. Nope, not going to do that. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, 4 power. We're going to, instead of getting rid of a villain, we're going to get Cold Gun and Venom Injector. Oh, and anyway, that was actually 1, 2, 3, because that's only 1 power, so I can still afford that. That's good. New card coming out is Captain Atom. We will use... Wait, wasn't I supposed to destroy this earlier? Did I end up doing... I think I was. This was supposed to be destroyed. That shouldn't be in my hand anymore. Alright, 4 power, gain a weakness. 5, 6, and draw a card. Seven, use magic on that to get to 8. Use Constantine's ability. Ooh. This wouldn't actually get... I was thinking earlier I would get the extra power from it, but I wouldn't. No, we'll leave them there. I think that was 8 power we ended up with, so 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 power, yes. With our 8 power, we're going to get rid of Strife, and then we have 5 more we're going to use to get Power Girl here. Gotta start building up some power. Deck's a little too small. Did I use a... I did, didn't I? I used magic. I wasn't supposed to use magic. And using magic, I'm Bizarre was only supposed to be 1 power. I messed up a few times in there. What did I do? I gotta just take everything out and examine it. What did I screw up? Definitely shouldn't have gained the weakness because Bizarre wouldn't have made me do that. But we purchased some cards. I think we purchased Cold Gun and Venom Injector. I probably could have afforded... No, I definitely could afford those because those ones I double checked on. Those ones were definitely a 3 power turn. Hate when I make a mistake like that, especially here in a video and you're all watching. It happens though. Kryptonite Meteor. All my superpowers are just +1 power. I have to remember that. Alright. So that's 1, 2, and I can freeze a card. We'll freeze Firestorm Matrix. 3 power, 4 power from Insanity. Venom Injector we can't do anything with, but we'll try Constantine. Ooh, I could destroy Flight. I'd get to 6 power in doing so. No, we won't. We won't do that. We will be at 4 power, and with that 4 power, we'll go ahead and get a Mallet. Because if we use a Mallet, we might be able to use Constantine and see if we want to use it or not. Alright, John Constantine, good news. Don't really need his ability right now, though. We're good. Alright, that's a lot of superpowers. I have to remember not to use them incorrectly. So 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's goodbye to Power Ring. And then hopefully we can get rid of Kryptonite Meteor soon, since I did that. I should have tried to use Constantine's power. If I did that, I might have been able to get rid of Power Ring and then get rid of like a kick or something for Kryptonite Meteor. I should have thought ahead on that one. Really got to slow down sometimes. New card coming out. It's the Rot. I don't really want to destroy Bizarro power, so we're not going to. 1 will freeze Firestorm Matrix. 2 power. 3 power. And these 2 do nothing right now. With our 3 power, we're going to go ahead and buy a kick. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're going to give this kick up for the end of Kryptonite Meteor. Now, Sinestro costs more for heroes in the lineup, so we have to try and get rid of those. Punch, use magic on the punch to get the 2 power. And then we can reveal the top card of our deck. 3 power, draw a card. And then we're going to try Constantine. We will destroy this, getting to 4 power. So we are at the end here. 1, 2, 3, 4 power. 5 power total. We're going to go ahead and get Power Girl here. Now we're doing good. We're starting to build up some power. We're going to get those heroes out of the line so we can get rid of Sinestro easier. We're going to be fine. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reveal the top card of our deck. Yep, we'll take that. 1 power, use magic on it. So that's 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and draw a card. Not going to do that. With our 7, I'm tempted to buy Pandora. She's an interesting choice, but she runs out the main deck is the problem. Instead, I'm going to buy Firestorm Matrix. No, at least Pandora be a hero. We'll get Captain Atom. Or should I just get... I'll get Firestorm. It's dangerous to get Firestorm, but with the right cards, he's okay. We can use Constantine to look at the top card of our deck and peek to see if we want to use it for him, so that's a good idea. Alright, Bizarro power is 4 and draw a weakness. 5, 6, 7, we can freeze a card. We'll freeze Firestorm Matrix. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try Constantine's ability, see what happens. Still that 7 power. Probably get rid of Captain Atom, start making Sinestro a bit cheaper. No, I'm not going to destroy that. So 7 power we'll use to get rid of Captain Atom. New card comes out. Animal Man replaced him. Crap. Just trying to beat Sinestro. Reveal the top card. Draw it or put it in any player's discard pile. Draw 1 and draw a card. Let's try Constantine's ability. No, I'm not going to do that. Alright, 1 power. 4 power. 5. I'm debating whether I want to use Firestorm for that Constantine card. It's tempting. I could destroy a card every time I play Firestorm, basically. No, I won't. Well, then it wouldn't be in my deck anymore. It's so tempting is the problem. I know this is magic. So if I play this, it's going to be magic on top of Constantine. But do I want that? I'm at 1, 4, 5 power. Oh, we're doing it. Magic's coming out for Constantine. Okay. And we can't do it this turn, I don't think, because I hadn't played this weakness yet, or else I would have. So that's 5 power. We'll go ahead and get Animal Man for that. I don't know if that's going to be a mistake yet. We're going to find out. I hope it's not a mistake. Yeah, do it. I mean, it's so nice. It's just the problem is if I lose Firestorm, I'm also going to lose Magic. But there's 2 copies of Magic, and I can always get it back via Signature Trenchcoat. And who knows what's going to happen when Collapsing Parallel Worlds comes out, but it's at least a destruction card that's not taking up a spot in my deck anymore, is how I'm going to think about it. Hey, there it is again. Okay, so we're going to start our turn with John Constantine's ability so that we can kind of scope out what we're going to use for Firestorm. It's a kick. We could add a kick to that. Okay. 3 power, 4 power, freeze a card. We'll freeze Firestorm Matrix. Then I'm going to play Firestorm. So I get 5, 6. We'll destroy Cold Gun, getting into 7, and I can freeze another card. Sledgehammer. Yep. 7, and then reveal and draw this top card. It doesn't do anything for me. Still got the 7 power. That's pretty respectable. Do I want to get rid of Constantine, or do I want to get Pandora out of there? I froze that. I should have not frozen Firestorm Matrix. That's what I should have done. In fact, I'm going to switch these 2 spots. Was it this turn? Yeah, it was. You know what? I'm going to just say I chose Pandora instead. I don't think that's really cheating. That's not that bad. Just changing my mind on which one I would have frozen. Time traveled myself, I guess. New card coming out. Okay. 4, gain a weakness. 5, 6, let's say it's a superpower. It is. 7 and draw a card. Ooh. I can... these are gone. I think I'm gonna go for the power. No, we'll get the card of 4 or less in the lineup. What do we want? We'll get another Mallet. No, we should get another destruction card since we locked Magic into that. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus that 4 is 3. Minus 1. Or sorry, plus 1 is 4. This weakness and Venom Injector does nothing. We'll get the Rot, because since we have those weaknesses from Bizarro, we'll be able to use it to destroy some, or draw extra cards at least, to replace their wasted potential. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing out here? Any heroes? Still have 2 heroes. Ooh, not good. Bizarro's gonna make us draw weakness. Let's try Constantine's ability. We will not. We'll draw it, I guess. Now let's try Firestorm. That's not going to do it for us. Still at 4 power. These 2 are all wasted. These are all wasted. So 4 power. We can get another Mallet. Still, we're kind of building up on weaknesses now. We're destroying them slower than I thought we would, given our ability. They're just not on top of the deck when I want them to be. Ooh, there's a John Constantine. Put the Rod out. That's good news. Let's try John Constantine. Ooh, Magician's Corset as being part of that. Because I have Firestorm in my hand. That's a good Firestorm. We're going to do that. We'll play Insanity, but it's not going to do anything. We'll play... No, here we go. I'll play Secret Society Communicator, destroying the weakness over here in my discard pile. Then I'm going to play Firestorm, drawing a card here. Alright, 1 and draw a card. Boop. 2, 3. And I can play a card again. I'm going to play this one again, destroying it, and destroying another weakness. So we're at 3 power. 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's say it's a superpower. It is not. This isn't going to do anything, but with that 7, we're going to get John Constantine. We're going to get John Constantine. I really like the card. The issue is just collapsing parallel worlds. It's going to show up at some point. It would be nice to have John Constantine on the other side of it as well. But if we get a signature trench coat, it won't be long. We're already building a pretty formidable firestorm. Between magic, a kick, and magician's corset. That's a good firestorm. Alright, 3 power here from Power Girl. Let's try Constantine's ability. Now we'll keep him. 4, 5, it's a hero. 6, 7. Let's try Firestorm Matrix. Ooh, an ongoing John Constantine. Yeah, we're doing that. An ongoing John Constantine? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Here's the what if Pandora gets destroyed by a crisis? Oh, man. Because I think there's a crisis that destroys all the heroes in the lineup. Nah, I gotta have that ongoing John Constantine. Every single turn, John Constantine. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. John Constantine. We'll take Firestorm, destroy Venom Injector, getting to 8, 9, 10. I think I have to take this chance on Firestorm. I don't know what we're about to add to that, but it's happening. Man-Bat Serum didn't really do anything. Oh no, but it's going to make us destroy Firestorm if we have enough VPs. Ugh. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and draw a card. And I can destroy a card I've already played this turn. I won't. This is gone. Well, 12 is not enough yet, but 16 and gain a weakness is enough because that's 10, 3, 16. That's the end of Sinestro. Okay. We have a very formidable Firestorm, but also a very weak balance in how often we're going to get them. How weak my hands are going to be when it's not a Firestorm hand is what I'm trying to say. Yikes. Alright, we have the defense card of Insanity, so that's good news. Collapsing Parallel Worlds. I will not give up on Collapsing Parallel Worlds unless Firestorm is safe. There's nothing's gonna stop me from that. Unless Firestorm is safe, Collapsing Parallel Worlds will continue. Each player puts all cards he buys or gains from the lineup under this card, including villains. Remove this crisis when there are 10 cards under this card. Then one player destroys his deck and discard pile, blah, 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 blah. Our new villain is Deathstroke. We're just going to defend against him with Insanity. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may put a card from your hand or discard pile into the attacker's hand. Well, that's not going to happen. Alright. Let's start with John Constantine. We will draw Bizarro. And we'll just destroy Flight because Collapsing Parallel Worlds is going to take a while anyway. 4, gain a weakness. 5, 6, 7. Play a weakness triggering the rot, so we draw a card. Reveal and draw. Reveal and draw. Let's try John Constantine. Animal Man. Firestorm. Firestorm just got added. Okay. Let's start with magic, destroying this weakness. So we're at 7, 8, 9, 10, and draw a card. Okay. And then 11, 12, guess the card type, we'll say superpower. Yep, that's my entire hand. Okay, we can gain a card of cost 4 or less. Is there anything out there of that price? Okay, we'll get the 2 power then. So that's 12, 13, 14. And these ones will do nothing. But with that 14 power, we'll get ourselves a John Constantine. For 5, we'll get a broadsword for 6. That's 11, so I have 3 left over. We're going to get a sledgehammer. I wish I could get a kick, but the card does specifically say from the lineup, so kicks do not apply. We have a crazy strong Firestorm. It's intimidating. Like, if I lose Firestorm, I'm going to be upset. I think there's a crisis that makes you destroy heroes in your discard pile. If I lose Firestorm that way, it's going to be a sad day. We just have to save a signature trench coat, that's all. And at a certain point, we're just not going to play it unless we know exactly what card's on top of our deck. Alright, let's start our turn with John Constantine's ability. The Atom, we'll leave that there. In fact, we'll use the mallet to draw it here. Gain a card of cost 4 or less, we'll just gain Dr. Light. Let's do John Constantine here, revealing these 2 cards. We will draw the mallet and destroy weakness here. We are at 0 power. This weakness allows us to draw a card, being the rot there. 4 and draw a weakness. 5, 6, 7. Reveal that top card. It's that weakness. So 7. We'll go ahead and get another broadsword with that. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We are easily playing our entire hand, pretty much every turn at this point. New card comes on out. It is Killer Frost. That's a good card to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll start with the... No, we don't start with the rot. What am I talking about? We'll start with John Constantine's ability. It's a weakness. So we'll start with John Constantine's card, revealing 2 cards, drawing 1, destroying the other. Bizarro, 4 power, gaining a weakness. Draw a card. Draw a card. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Gain a card of cost 4 or less. We will not be playing Firestorm. Still have 7, so we'll get both of these, but we're leaving Pandora out there. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 2 more. That's 2 more turns we got. We're doing just fine. At this point, we're going to keep our entire deck when it comes up to time anyway. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll start with John Constantine. We will not destroy that. We'll use Mallet to draw it, though. Or, instead of Mallet, I could use Firestorm. Oh, that's tempting. We're doing it. We're playing Firestorm. We're just going to overpower Firestorm and doom myself for later. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6 and draw a card. 7, 8 will say it's a superpower. It is not. Draw a card. Play weakness, triggering the rot. Plus 4, gain a weakness. Mallet makes me just draw a card. Gain a card that costs 4 or less. That's the vibe. Alright, we still have 1 card left that we need. Alright, we are getting there. We have... What is this? That should be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 expendable cards. New card coming out. Killer Frost. We're going to have 2 Killer Frosts in there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just... Yeah, we're just going to start with Captain... No, we have to fill this hand out. We'll play Bizarro, getting weakness over here. Draw a card. Then we'll play Constantine. Yeah, we'll get 1 power and destroy this. So that's 4, 5. Then we'll do this John Constantine. Drawing this, destroying this. So we're at 5 power. But we're going to use Captain Atom to gain this card. Destroying the 1 weakness we have in our discard pile. And making this our new deck, ending Collapsing Parallel Worlds. And we have this absolutely insane deck now. It's all focused on Firestorm, and if we lose Firestorm, we're doomed. In fact, I probably can't afford to use Firestorm unless it's a turn where we're defeating a villain. It's pretty much the only way. Oh, that one's upside down. Alright, so that's the plan. We're only going to use Firestorm if we're going for a villain. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we know what card we're adding, because that's the most dangerous part of Firestorm. John Constantine, reveal 2 cards. We'll draw a Cold Gun. We're going to destroy Sledgehammer. I don't need it. You know what? And actually, I do need it for destruction now I think about it. So instead, we'll leave it there, and then we'll use Constantine's ability to get 1 power and destroy a card in my discard pile, destroying a weakness. Alright, so that's 1 power. We'll do John Constantine now. Again. No, these guys are fine. They can stay there. Oh, I have to draw one. What am I talking about? Well, we're going to draw Killer Frost. Because, shit, that is 2. And then draw a card. And then 3 and draw a card. Wait, no, it's just 2 and draw a card. What am I talking about? 2 total and draw a card. Draw a card. Firestorm. Alright, 2 plus 2 is 4. 5, we'll freeze that Pandora. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will not be using Firestorm, but we will be defeating Deathstroke. Crisis 4 and Dark Knight's Metal. Yeah, I'd say so. So, Crisis 4 is arguably the easiest Crisis, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I think it's a very fun Crisis. I think having a constant, like, rotating set of ongoing cards is a very interesting mechanic. And then using Dark Knight's Metal, having, like, multiple heroes, if you're going to do the whole Batman Who Laughs aspect of it, adds a whole other element to it. I will say that it's going to be probably pretty easy to miss things. Not that you would do that on purpose or anything, but it's going to be easy to say, like, I forgot I had this ongoing card, or I forgot I have both of these heroes in play. But it's a lot of fun, and you're going to feel like a superhero by the end of the game because you just generate so much power, so many different ways. It's a fun game. Alright, where was I? I need a new hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have a defense? No defense, so let's just see what happens. Our new Crisis is Final Countdown. I'm glad I left Pandora out there, but now I don't know what I'm going to add to this lineup. Ugh. We know how that works. We need to destroy a card that costs 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. We have 7 and 4. Our new villain is Captain Cold. Oh, we just lost John Constantine's ability. Each player flips his superhero face down. Alright, so we lost this. We can get it back at the end if we discard a random card. Very well. Alright, new card comes out. And we have to add a card to the lineup. I'm glad you enjoy. You should check out the league if you're interested. It's a lot of fun. So this is for the Solo Crisis League. It's a league I run, actually, and started this year. Check it out. It might be for you. If you just play for fun, do that too. I love talking about the games. If you ever have any questions or anything, I'm around. So I have to add a card to the lineup. We're going to add Mallet. Now that costs 4. We should add Bizarro because it costs 6. And I don't know how many other cards we have that are going to cost that. So we will start with weakness triggering the rot so that we can draw a card. Then we will do John Constantine's ability here. We'll take Broadsword and... No, we'll take Cold Gun and leave Broadsword there. Playing Cold Gun to freeze Pandora. So we're at 1 power. I think we're going to use Firestorm to get 2. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're gonna... No. Yes. No. No, we're not gonna use Firestorm. What am I talking about? So that's 1 power. I could gain a card, but I'm not going to. There's nothing I want to buy. I could buy a kick. I will buy a kick. I was just trying to destroy some things, and I didn't. 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'd rather just beat this crisis. So I'm not going to buy anything in the lineup if there's nothing else that cost out there. So there's a 1. That's not going to change anything. We have to add a card. We're going to add John Constantine because he costs 5. Now all we need is a card that costs 2 out there. That's it. Alright, we'll start with John Constantine revealing these 2 cards. We'll take Vibe and leave Giant Strength up there. We'll use Vibe to put a card on top of our deck. That card will be Cold Gun because it costs 2. So that's 1 power we have here. I won't do anything else except buy Quiver of Arrows and move on. I just want to make it so that we beat this crisis quickly. So, new card comes out. It costs 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to add a card to the lineup. I've changed my mind. I'm going to add Broadsword because I would really like Bizarro power back. I forgot I had Broadsword. So we're going to try and buy Bizarro power back. It's going to prolong the crisis a little longer, but I think it's going to be worth it. We'll start with John Constantine here. Revealing 2 cards. We'll draw Mallet and leave Firestorm. We'll play Mallet to draw Firestorm. 1 and draw a card. Look at the top card. I may discard it. We will discard it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can freeze a card. We're just going to keep that one frozen. That's all. I'm not going to do Firestorm right now. So 5 power. We could buy one of these 2 4-cost ones. We'll get Super Intellect. Why not? New card comes out. It costs 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's our turn. We will add this kick out there. We'll play this weakness, triggering the rot so that we draw a card. Then we're going to use this ongoing John Constantine we have thanks to Firestorm Matrix. Reveal these 2 cards. We'll leave Broadsword there and take up Mallet. Mallet to draw that. Mallet again. Draw another card. Alright, we are at 0 power. I can gain a card of cost 4 or less. Or I can just get 2 power for it. We'll just get the 2 power. 3 and draw a card. 4 and draw a card. 5, and I may freeze a card, keep that one frozen. Goodbye, Psycho Pirate. You know what? No, leave Psycho Pirate there because we are going to go to 6, 7, buying Bizarro power back. So we have 1 power. Two, 3 power. We'll get Kickback. Need to get rid of that Psycho Pirate there and add a 2-cost card out there still. Still need those 2 things taken care of. Well, we do have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Here we go. We have another Quiver of Arrows, really? We'll put Cold Gun out. We have to get rid of Psycho Pirate, and then it's taken care of. So Constantine, I guess we'll take a Mallet and we'll leave the other one there. We'll just draw it. 1, draw a card. 2, 3. Quiver of Arrows, look at this card. We'll leave you there. No, we'll discard it. What am I talking about? Did we not add a card for our turn? No, we added, yes, we did. We added Cold Gun. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Goodbye, Psycho Pirate, and destroy. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. We can get most of those back via a signature trenchcoat later, but we did forever lose Pandora and Broadsword. That being said, final countdown is done pretty quick for this setup. This setup can take a while sometimes. Those 7 cost cards are few and far between. All right. I gotta slow down again. I'm talking too fast. All right. We have Captain Cold up there, but he's pretty cheap, so it's not a big deal. Let's try John Constantine. Revealing these top 2 cards. We will draw Super Intellect and destroy that weakness. That's what I was hoping for. 1 and draw a card. Draw a card. 2 and draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Gain a weakness. With that 10, we're going to go ahead and get rid of Captain Cold. We have to discard a random card to get our hero back. And we'll discard, oh, this one. Oh, we lost Firestorm. Well, didn't really lose them. But we got Constantine back. So that's 10. That's all our power, but we can try Constantine now. 1 and draw a card. Do we want that? No, I don't want to destroy him. I don't want to destroy too many cards now until I get a signature trenchcoat. It's safe to get one now because we no longer have to worry about collapsing parallel worlds. And the... what was I going to say? We don't have to worry about collapsing parallel worlds. And once we get that signature trenchcoat, we can really start getting these back. Use this ability every turn and get a card back even if it was a good one soon after. Alright, so we can draw a card. 1, put an equipment on top of our deck, but there isn't one. Gain a card that costs 4 or less. We're going to gain an Animal Man. And then with this, we can buy Quiver of Arrows. Alright, that's a pretty good start. I don't think we have many or any defense cards, honestly. So let's see what happens here. Pretty sure we destroyed all the Insanity cards we had. I think we might have a Flight. Nothing in our hand, so let's get our new Crisis. Legion of Doom. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, 3. Those are 3 cards I want. I'm going to just rearrange my Firestorm cards real quick. I just want to make it a little bit cleaner. It's hard to tell what they all are for me, and I'm not the one on the other side of a camera. So I'm just going to organize them a bit. This is just pure power, these 2. So we've got this 3 power and this 2 power. We've got Destruction, and Draw Cards, and Man Bat. So those are going to be all of our Firestorm cards. Just trying to make it a little cleaner for myself to read. Okay. Hero cards lose all text and have +1 power instead. To beat, each player must destroy a hero in hand. So I'm very happy I didn't destroy Dr. Light last turn. We've got black mana. Each player puts all equipment in his hand into the lineup. That is these 2. It's a full equipment lineup. He costs 3 more for each equipment in the lineup. Well, that is the entire lineup, all equipment. So that's not ideal. We're going to just go ahead and give up. You know what? No, we're going to keep this. This isn't going anywhere for a few minutes. So 1 and draw a card. 2 and draw a card. We can use Quiver of Arrows. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We will. We do have Constantine loses all text. So he's going to get discarded at the end of this turn because he's no longer ongoing. Unless I get rid of this Animal Man, because then it'll be over and he'll have his text back. Alright, Animal Man's destroyed. Legion of Doom is over. Worth it for the John Constantine. So we're at 1, 2, and then we'll use John Constantine's ability. We'll take this, and we'll leave Dr. Light on top. 6, gain a weakness. 7, 8. Okay, with 8 power, we're going to get both bow staffs. That's 6, and we'll get Quiver of Arrows. I think that's the most I could possibly have gotten in that turn. Okay, so we are at least done with that crisis, and we have black mana here. Shouldn't take too much longer. Let's try Constantine's ability. Captain Atom, huh? Nah, we'll leave him there. We'll use this weakness to draw a card, though. We'll use Mallet to draw a card. And we'll use Dr. Light to draw a card. We haven't done John Constantine's ability yet, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. We have to use John Constantine's ability. 1, 2. We will draw Broadsword and destroy this weakness. So, we're at 0 power. 2, 4. Gain of card at cost 4 or less will gain Mallet. So 2, 4, 5. We can put this Mallet on top of our deck. And then, since we know that Mallet is there, we will play Firestorm Matrix. Putting this Mallet right up here. I can draw this card. 5 and draw a card. 6, 7. What kind of card is this? We'll say Super Power. Nope. I can destroy a card I played this turn. We'll destroy this weakness. 12, 13, 14. Look at this top card. I may discard it. We will. 15. Draw a card. Plus 4 and gain a weakness is 19. And then I can destroy a card. We'll destroy the weakness we just got. So with 19, that's goodbye black mana, leaving me with 6. And we'll buy Animal Man with that. Not bad. That was a good use of Firestorm. Like I said, I'm going to try to use them exclusively when we are trying to beat a crisis. So let's hopefully that works out. Or trying to beat a villain, I mean. And it worked really well for black mana. Let's hope that continues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have no defense cards. So, our new crisis is Wave of Terror. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share the lowest cost in your hand. Gotta remember to do that. I often forget that. Atrocitus. Destroy the top 3. Oh, that's his thing. Sorry. Each player puts his hand under his superhero. If you avoid this attack, put a random card under there. So this hand is gone for now. We'll get it back, though. New card for the turn. I have to discard all my lowest cards. That's done. Wave of Terror. And then I have to draw a new hand for a new turn. New card comes out. Have to discard all the lowest cost ones. That's going to be Quiver of Arrows here. Let's go ahead 4 and gain a weakness. John Constantine. We'll take in Broadsword. Leave Quiver of Arrows up top. No, we'll take. No, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave it there because now we can use it. Look at this card. Okay, so we're at 4 power, 5, 6. Gain a card at cost 4 or less. That's goodbye grid. We can destroy a card. We'll destroy this weakness. And with that 6, we'll buy Power of the Red. I should have tried beating the crisis. I don't know why I wasted so much time there. New card comes out. Discard the lowest cost card in my hand. That's just 2 cost here. So to beat Wave of Terror in solo, what is it again? Let's find out. At the start of your turn, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. Okay. I think we have no weaknesses, so I just have to discard 3 cards, really. 1, 2, 3. They all cost 1 or greater, and that's the end of Wave of Terror. Still have Atrocitus to deal with, but we'll start with Killer Frost 1 and draw a card. Draw a card. John Constantine. Ooh. We're going to take Captain Atom. We're going to leave Vibe on top. And then I'm going to play this Kick. And then I'm going to play Firestorm. Adding this. So that's 1, and I can put a hero or a superpower on top of my deck. I think we're good there. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and draw a card. 6, 7. What type of card's on top? We'll play the odds. We're gonna say it's an equipment because it was 2 out of 3 equipment. Okay. Destroy a card. I've already played this turn and played again. 8, 9. Plus 3 is 12, 13, 14. Draw a card. Plus 4 is 18. Goodbye to this. Gain a weakness. Then we're going to destroy said weakness. Gain a card that costs 4 or less. 19, 20. And then we'll use Power of the Red on Quiver of Arrows to draw another card. Nope, Quiver of Arrows we'll use to look at this card, and we may discard it. We will. So 20 power. We'll get rid of Atrocitus, and we'll gain Power Girl. This is an insanely power Firestorm. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards attached to it. I just don't want to get hit with that crisis that makes you destroy a hero, because I will lose all of those cards. Thankfully, I can get them all back via a signature trench coat, but who knows where that is. There should be 2 of them, but we haven't seen them yet. They're somewhere in here. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I'll get all these cards back because I beat Atrocitus. So let's just leave that. No, we cleared that out. Shuffle everything up. Okay. Okay. So where are we? We are, what? How many villains deep? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villain deep. So it's like the halfway point. So it's a good point for this. How's our strategy going? Our strategy was buy everything in the lineup, which is going great. That lineup's clean. And then use John Constantine's power every turn. We are attempting to use John Constantine's power every turn, but our strategy is kind of adapted. And what I mean by that is our strategy's kind of been use his ability to look at the top card of the deck and see if we want to use it for Firestorm to really build out the craziest Firestorm I've ever had. What's this card worth? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at least, but there's also 1, 2 card draws, and I can double a card I've already played. That's a lot. That's really a lot. I like it. We have Man-Bat Serum on there, but I've gained no victory points yet. That's insane. I don't have any transmutation. I had some destruction cards, but I used them on starters and weaknesses. It's a pretty fun time. It's not the strategy I started with. It wasn't the one I was shooting for, but it's the one I'm on now. And this Firestorm thing, it's working. It's working. So, we've got a new crisis, and it's Atlantis Attacks. At the start of your turn, resolve all villain attacks in the lineup against you. If there are no attacks, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. To beat, each player must discard 3 non-starter cards with different card types. We've got that in our hand right now. So as long as we survive this villain, and there's no villains that come out of this, we're going to be okay. So this villain is Lex Luthor, which I can't avoid. Each player gains X weaknesses, where X is equal to the highest VP among cards in their hand. So my highest VP is 2, so that's 2 weaknesses for me. We'll be okay. We've got the Rot. So 1 card comes out for the turn. It is a villain, unfortunately. It has no attack. At the start of your turn, resolve all villain attacks in the lineup against you. If there are no attacks, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Okay, so if we get rid of the Blight, we can also get rid of that. We'll do Captain Atom, which we'll use to get rid of a card of cost 4 or less. Or gain a card of cost 4 or less, I should say. And then each player must discard 3 non-starter cards with different card types. We will discard Quiver of Arrows, Power of the Red, and Killer Frost. Those are 3 cards of different card types. That's the end of Atlantis Attacks. Not that big of an issue. Now we'll do John Constantine. We'll draw Animal Man, leave Super Intellect, play Animal Man, and say Superpower. So we're at 2 power. I can destroy a card on my discard pile. That's the end of this weakness. 3, 4 power. Obviously we didn't get rid of Lex Luthor, but we're going to gain another Giant Growth, and we're doing A-OK. Did we try for John Constantine's ability? I mean, I wouldn't have gotten, obviously, to 11, but I could have destroyed something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play this. Giganta. We're going to start our turn of John Constantine. It is a mallet. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and play... Oh, what do we want to play? Yeah, we're going to play Firestorm. It's happening. So we are adding another mallet to Firestorm. That's now 2 mallets on Firestorm here. So that is 1. I can put a hero on top of my deck. Hero or equipment, I'm sorry. We're going to put Bow Staff on top of our deck. 1 mallet makes us draw a card. The other one also makes us draw a card. So we are at 1, 2 power and draw a card. 3, 4, choose a card type. We'll say superpower. It is not. Nothing from this. I can destroy a card, but I won't. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, draw a card. 15, 16, 17, 18, and draw a card. Look at that top card. I may discard it. We will not. Plus 4 is 22 and gain a weakness. 23, 24. That's enough to get rid of Lex Luthor and also get rid of Giganta. Still have Man-Bats here. We're not even touching. Remember, I don't know if you watched yesterday's game, but I had a ton of VP and absolutely no Man-Bat serums. None. Not a single one. Now, I've got 2 Man-Bat serums, 1 on a Firestorm, and I do not have a single VP. What am I doing wrong? Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have no defenses. I don't think we actually have any available to us. Dimension Shift. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. There's our signature Trenchcoat, Power Armor, and Johnny Quick. I want both of these cards. At the start of your turn, all cards in the line cost 2 more to buy. Each player needs to reveal the top card of his deck. If any player reveals a card of it cost exactly 2, remove the crisis. Constantine's ability is going to help a lot with trying to make this happen. We'll start now with our villain, which is Brainiac, and we have no defense. Each player discards a random card and then destroys the top X cards of the main deck, where X is the cost of that card. As long as we don't destroy... Well, you know what? We're going to get that signature Trenchcoat. As long as we don't destroy cards that cost greater than 5, I'll be fine. We have to destroy 4 cards. Do I even want to know what they are? Is it going to be depressing? Happy Harbor, I would have liked. Power Girl and another magic. They're okay. Definitely want Power Girl and Happy Harbor. Those 2 I'm going to have to get back. Alright, so Dimension Shift. How can we do this? We're going to start our turn. I think the best way is John Constantine. Revealing these 2 cards, we'll get Man-Bat Serum and destroy this weakness. So that didn't work. I was trying to see if any of them were cost 2, and I would leave that one. Then we'll try Animal Man. And we're going to say it's a... You know what? Let's try Constantine. Reveal a top card. It costs 6. We're going to leave it there. We'll try Animal Man. It's a hero. We'll play it, getting rid of Johnny Quick. No, gaining signature Trenchcoat. So we are at 2 power total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With that 8, did we do Constantine's ability? I think we did. We're just going to play Man-Bat Serum, discarding this and drawing a new card. Oh, it costs 2! It costs 2! If I just bought Johnny Quick, I could have ended it. Actually, you know what? I bought Signature Trenchcoat with Captain Atom, and I couldn't. I could get rid of Johnny Quick, though, because he costs 6, not 4, and he costs 4. Still messed up with this, but that's okay. So, again, it was 2... 6 plus 2 plus 6, 8, 9, 10. Well, with that 10, we can still buy Signature Trenchcoat. But Yeah, we didn't get to end the crisis like I should have. I really could have, too. I was really lucky to be able to do it, and I didn't realize it. Alright, let's look at the top card. We may discard it. We will leave it there. We want to try and beat Dimension Shift. It costs exactly 2. Dimension Shift is over. Then, we're going to use John Constantine, and we're going to play this card and use his ability to get +1, so it is 3 power. 4 and draw a card. Play this weakness, triggering the rot to draw a card. 5, 6, draw a card. 6 plus 4 is 10 and gain a weakness. +3. +3 is 13, and I still haven't done Constantine's ability here. We'll gain Killer Frost, leave Quiver of Arrows there. 14, draw a card. Look at the top card. We may discard it. Obviously, we already have enough to beat Brainiac. I'm just trying to see what else we can do. We will discard that. Alright, 14 power. We will use to get rid of Brainiac. Can't do anything with the remaining 2 power, but that's okay. That is okay. New card comes out. Well, we'll have to get rid of the new crisis first. World Domination. At the start of your turn, resolve the current supervillain's first appearance attack against you. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. Each player must destroy the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis only if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. Well, we can use Constantine to kind of peek at what that card is, and we should be okay. Our new villain, though, is Parallax. Can we defend? No, we cannot. And his ability is each player reveals his hand and discards all cards of cost 3 or less. Okay, thanks. New card comes out. There is... We'll start with Constantine revealing these 2 cards. We'll draw Captain Atom and get rid of Man-Bat Serum. You can gain a card of cost 4 or less. We're going to go ahead and get Invulnerable. We can destroy a card in our discard pile. 2, it's an equipment. Hold on, let's go backwards. Instead of using Captain Atom, we're going to get Invulnerable. We're going to get 2 power from him. Still going to destroy a card of this. 3, 4, we're going to say it's a hero even though I know it's an equipment. And then we're going to get just 2 power from this. 5, 6 to get rid of Royal Flush Gang. And then we're going to destroy the top card of our deck. If its cost is 1 or greater, World Domination is over. Okay. So I did a few things there I wouldn't normally do. I didn't use Signature Trenchcoat for the destruction pile. I used it to get power, to get rid of that villain. I used Captain Atom not to get a card out of the lineup, but to get its power as well. Again, all in the purpose of getting rid of that crisis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our new card out here is Captain Atom. Let's try John Constantine here. We'll take Firestorm and we will leave Dr. Light on top. Then we're going to play Firestorm, adding Dr. Light to this crazy pile here. So that's 1 and draw 1, 2, 3 cards. 4 and draw a card. 5, 6, we're going to say it's a hero. It is. I can destroy a card, but I won't. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power. So 11 power. 15 gain a weakness. 16 draw a card. This weakness triggers the rot to draw a card. We can destroy a card. We'll destroy this weakness. Gain a card of cost 4 or less. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We will. Killer Frost, 17 and draw a card. 18, 19, we'll say it's a superpower. It is not. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 is the end of Parallax, leaving us with 17. 17 is enough to say goodbye to Power Armor and Captain Atom. We should really be using Constantine's power every turn now. We've got one signature trench coat. Between that, Firestorm, and this John Constantine, we are good to go. Don't have a lot in terms of defenses. Hopefully we get that Lex Luthor card. We do not have that Lex Luthor card. So our new crisis is Identity Crisis. Each player flips his hero face down. Players cannot avoid the supervillain's first appearance attack. Darkseid. You cost 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup, and each player needs to put all superpowers from his hand into the lineup. Alright, new card comes out. To get rid of Identity Crisis, we have to discard 6 power worth of cards. Can't do that right now. We can use Signature Trenchcoat to get a card from the destroyed pile. This destroyed pile has been building up for a while. I'm thinking Happy Harbor. That's great for getting extra power. Power Girl's also great. Magic has its purpose, especially in the deck we've built. There's this massive hog of a deck. Another John Constantine, not going to hurt anyone. Firestorm Matrix can't get that. I'm thinking John Constantine. Ooh, Steve Trevor. Alright, John Constantine, in between a few of them. I don't know what's going on that I don't have any victory points. That's kind of crazy. So Happy Harbor, Power Girl. We're going to get Happy Harbor because of the, ramifications of +1 on every hero. That's going to add up quickly. I don't want to shuffle that. No need to shuffle that. Alright, so that's 0 power. We can use this John Constantine here. We'll take Bow Staff, leave Firestorm on top. That's 3 power. That's goodbye to grid. So we have 1 power left over. 2 and draw a card. 3 and draw a card. Look at the top card of the deck. We're going to leave it there and play Firestorm. Getting this up here. Alright. 4, 5. 6, draw 3 cards. 7 and draw a card. 8, 9, we'll say it's a hero. It is not. I can destroy a card I've already played this turn. We're going to destroy Quiver of Arrows. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 power. Play this weakness to trigger the Rot, drawing another card. 15, 16, 17, 18. We're going to buy Bizarro, bring us down to 18 minus 6 is, I don't know why I can't think tonight. It's 12. I was hoping that in all that I'd get 6 power in my hand, but I didn't. 13, I can destroy a card, but I won't. 14, 15, and we'll say it's a hero. It's an equipment. So we got a lot. Oh, and then we had all these rots that should have... Oh, wait, no. That was thinking of Happy Harbor. We did not have Happy Harbor issues. Alright, we need to destroy... We need to discard 6 power, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get our identity back. And this is over. Discard a card and draw a card. 3 power. We still have John Constantine, so let's try that. I'm talking about John Constantine, the ongoing card here. We'll leave Invulnerable there, right? No, we'll destroy Invulnerable. 3, 4 and draw a card. No, what am I? Oh well. We have Firestorm. Let's try Constantine. Yes, we'll do that. Firestorm. So 4, 8, and I gain a weakness. 9, 10, 11. Draw 3 cards. 12 and draw a card. 13, 14, we'll say it's a superpower. It is not. I can destroy a card I played already this turn. We're going to destroy Power of the Red. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Goodbye, Darkseid. Hello, Star Labs, leaving us with 4 power. We can play this to destroy this weakness. We're going to play Quiver of Arrows to look at this card. We may discard it. We will. And then Killer Frost to draw a card. Okay. Didn't get to destroy this weakness. And I didn't get a defense on top of my deck. But we did do a lot else. So it wasn't a total waste. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card comes. No, new crisis first. Alternate reality. At the start of your turn, destroy all heroes in your hand. That's 3 heroes. Gain that many random villains from the destroyed pile. Put them into your hand. Your team must destroy 12 cost worth of heroes in their discard piles. I could definitely do that right now. I have enough discard pile here that I can pull that off. Our new villain is the Joker. Each player puts a random card from their hand into their discard pile. Actually, it's different for solo. I keep forgetting that. His for solo is to where is it? There he is. Discard a random card. If its cost is 0, gain a weakness and repeat this. We'll go with this card. So we actually got to save a hero because it wasn't the beginning of our turn yet. So now a card comes out. Signature Trenchcoat. Cool. Alternate reality starts. We have to destroy the heroes in my hand. We have to destroy these 2. I have to gain 2 random villains. Not bad, actually. We got what we needed. And we're going to get another Signature Trenchcoat. So I'm pretty excited. I really want to use Constantine's ability every turn now. So I'm going to try and make that happen. Especially once we get this second Signature Trenchcoat. So we have to gain 2 villains right to our hands. We gain Grid. I'm just going to put these up here until we get a second villain out of here someday. How many cards have I destroyed this game? Wow. Not villains, apparently. And Blight. Those 2 cards going straight to my hand. You can all sit aside here. Okay. To beat, your team must destroy 12 cost worth of heroes in your discard pile. I'm pretty sure I have that here. I've got 1 Captain Atom. That's halfway there. Ooh, Firestorm's the other one. 2 Captain Atoms. That's 2 6s. That's 12. That's the end of alternate reality already. Can't beat that. That's the end of alternate reality. Okay. Okay. Start with John Constantine revealing these 2 cards. We will draw Happy Harbor. We'll draw Signature Trenchcoat and leave Happy Harbor there. We can get a card from the destroyed pile now. We will get this Power Girl from the destroyed pile. Because with Happy Harbor, Power Girl is now 4 power. I can put a villain or an equipment of cost 5 or less from a discard pile on top of my deck. Yeah, we'll put Killer Frost on top of my deck. And then we'll go to use John Constantine. We'll get 1 and draw a card, but 2 and draw a card because I used John Constantine on her. Leaving Killer Frost up here. We'll play this down here. So I'm at 2 power. I can destroy a card in my discard pile. Goodbye to this weakness. Did I lose a bunch of cards? Have I really been this low? They're probably all up here in Firestorm. What am I talking about? Alright, we're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite enough to get the Joker. I did play John Constantine, but I think I did that before Happy Harbor. We can at least buy Signature Trenchcoat. I hope I didn't screw anything up. I hope I didn't just like add all my cards to the destroyed pile without thinking about it. Right? I just don't remember my deck being this small and all of a sudden it is. But it could just be the destruction I was just doing recently, and I'm about to do more, and plus there's Firestorm here. It's very likely that it just kind of happened without me noticing. New card comes on out. Okay, we're going to start by putting Star Labs out. We get now +1 on equipment. And on heroes, and we get to draw a card when we play a weakness. So this is one. Look at the top card. I may discard it. I will not. Now comes the part of, do I want to add Signature Trenchcoat to Firestorm? I will do John Constantine. That's what we'll do. Draw Signature Trenchcoat. Right? Or... no, we'll draw Signature Trenchcoat, leave Power Armor on top. Okay, get a card from the destroyed pile. We'll get... oh, something strong in here, right? Another John Constantine. Ooh, another Power Girl. Thank you. With her 4 power right now, that's pretty hard to beat. So we're at 0 power. But we're going to do Firestorm again. And then we're going to add Power Armor to this. So, 1 power for being a hero. Oh, 2 power from John Constantine, the other hero. 5, 9 and gain a weakness. 10, 11, 12. I can put a hero or superpower on top of my deck. We'll put Power Girl there. Draw 1, 2, 3 cards. 13, draw a card. 14, 15, we'll say it's a hero. It is. I can destroy a card I've already played this turn. I won't. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 power. Goodbye to the Joker. It's enough to also buy Flight. So I have 8 power left over. Now I'm just going to see if there's anything I want to do, like gain a card from the destroyed pile. Probably going to be John Constantine, but maybe, just maybe, we've got another Power Girl floating around in here. Nope, John Constantine it is. Okay. Any other special things I can do? I can put a villain or equipment on top of my deck, but there's none there. I'm just trying to get a defense on top of my deck if possible. I can destroy a card on my discard pile, so that's the end of this weakness. And I won't be using these cards this turn. Okay. This Firestorm, man. Firestorm will be used to take down Anti-Monitor almost exclusively. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're almost there. 2 villains left. One of them is Crisis Anti-Monitor. We do not have a defense though, so our new Crisis is a Death in the Family. At the start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. If there are none to destroy, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Each player must destroy a defense card in hand. Well, I don't have one, but I know there's a Flight in here, so hopefully that comes up soon. New villain is Hades. Each player puts the top 2 cards of the main deck into the lineup, gain weaknesses equal to the cost of one of these cards. So there's a 2 and a 4. We're going to gain 2 weaknesses. Pretty self-explanatory. So I have to destroy a hero in the lineup. If there are none to destroy, I have to add a card to the lineup. Then I have to destroy a defense. So let's start with John Constantine revealing these 2 cards. I'm going to draw... oh... I'm going to draw Blight. I'm going to leave... do I want to destroy Grid? Nah, we're going to leave Grid there. I'm going to use Blight to destroy this weakness in my discard pile. So we've got 1 power because of Happy Harbor right now. 2, 3, 4 because of Star Labs. 5, 6, 7. 8 and draw a card. We're going to try... oh, we're going to use Super Intellect to destroy this weakness. We're going to try John Constantine. Sure, we'll do it. We'll get 9 power and destroy it. And I can look at this card. I will not discard that. But that was an equipment, so I'm actually at 10 power. 14. 15. 15's great. I'm going to buy a Flight because it's a defense card that I need. I don't need the other ones. But you know what? We can afford it, and we need to use it for our John Constantine ability as much as possible. So we're going to buy them. Sticking to my plan. New card coming out. There's no hero to destroy, so a new card comes out. We're going to destroy this flight in my hand, ending a death in the family. Then we have, what do we got? He costs 12. Let's do John Constantine, revealing these two cards. We will draw John Constantine and leave Firestorm there. That's 1 power. Then we'll do John Constantine again for 2 power. Yeah, that Firestorm's waiting, I know. Yeah, Blight can wait there because 2 plus that 4 is 6. We're going to go ahead and get 2 cards from the destroyed pile. We'll get an Animal Man. And Man-Bat Serum's not doing anything for me. Magic's not going to really help. We'll get a Royal Flush Gang. Yeah, we'll do a Royal Flush Gang. We don't have any of those. Alright, we're at 6 power. 7, 8, and Firestorm. Adding the Blight. So that's 9, 10, 11. I can put a hero or superpower on top of my deck. We're good. 14, 18 and gain a weakness. 19, 20, draw 3 cards. 21, draw a card. 22, 23, we'll say a hero. Nope. I can destroy a card I've played this turn. We're good. 26, 28, goodbye Hades. Leaving me with 16. We'll get Constructs of Fear and that, and Invulnerable, bringing us down to 6 power. We will play Super Intellect to destroy a weakness in my discard pile, and the rest of this we'll do nothing with. Alright, we are on the final villain. We're doing great. Honestly, this has been working really well. Okay, our final crisis. Final crisis. Here we go. Rise of the Rot. I think I've destroyed all my weaknesses. At the start of your turn, gain a weakness, unless you reveal one from your hand. Each player must discard a weakness card. Also remove this crisis when weakness cards run out. I don't have one in my hand, but I do have a defense, but there's no attack from here. What am I talking about? Whenever a hero is added to the lineup, put a weakness on top of your deck. Maybe we'll get a weakness that way, and that would help a lot with the Rot. From the stack on top of your deck, he costs 1 more to defeat for each card in the lineup. So 1 card comes out, a second card since we're playing solo. Well, there's locations I've been waiting for. I do not have a weakness, so I have to gain 1. We will start with this John Constantine, allowing us to get 1 power, and then try and do this super swanky reveal 2 cards. We'll take Trenchcoat. So we have 1 power. We're going to use John Constantine now for this to get to 2, 3, 4 power. Plus 4 is 18. 19 and draw a card. Plus 4 is 23. 24. 25. 26, 27, and I can get a card. Sorry, 28 for being an equipment, and I can get a card from the destroyed pile. I mean, I can't get a weakness from the destroyed pile, so that's not going to help me. Maybe I get Animal Man out of there. Maybe nothing at this point can help me. I've already got everything I need. I just need to play it. All my good cards are up here. We're going to get a Royal Flush Gang just to increase the odds that we get the cards we want. So 28 power, we do buy both of these, obviously. That's no-brainer. Alright, new hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Two cards go into the lineup. 1 and 2. We get 3 power from Bow Staff, 4 power for being an equipment, 5, 6, 7, which we will use to get rid of Royal Flush Gang. So I have 2 power now. We have to gain a weakness for not having one. We're going to try John Constantine, so we're at 3 power. We'll draw Royal Flush Gang, and we'll leave Broadsword there. Play Royal Flush Gang. Get rid of Signature Trenchcoat and Broadsword. Destroy this weakness, right? Discard a weakness to get rid of Rise of the Rot. So I am at 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 power, 2 power of this John Constantine. Oh, 3 power for being an equipment. Let's try Constantine's power. Nope, we're going to leave it there because we're going to use Firestorm. 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 4 is 11 and gain a weakness. 12, 13, I can destroy a card in my discard pile. 14, put a hero or superpower on top of my deck. Draw 1, 2, 3 cards. $15, draw a card. 16, 17, draw a card type. We'll say, oh man, I was really hoping I could play some more cards before that happened. Okay, 16, 7, we're gonna say hero. It is not. I can destroy a card I've already bought this turn. We're gonna play Royal Flush Gang again and destroy it. So draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Discarding Grid and Power Girl. Plus 3 is 20, 22. Okay. 23, draw 2 cards. I'm just trying to get rid of weaknesses at this point. We're going to get Power Girl and destroy this weakness. 24, 25, we'll say Superpower. It is not. 26, 27, 28, 29. Plus 2 more is 31. Plus 4 is 35. That's way more than enough to beat Crisis Anti-Monitor. Okay. I really like John Constantine's ability, especially what I was able to do at the end here, where I was just destroying cards a lot of turns in order to keep using it. An additional benefit of John Constantine's ability is how well it fueled Firestorm. I always knew exactly what I was adding to my gigantic Firestorm stack. And what's Firestorm worth right now? 1, 4, 8, 10, 11. So 11 power, 1, 2, 3, 4 draw. 12 power, 4 draw. 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 3, that's 19 power, 4 draw, potentially more with magic and using Blight to destroy things. Yeah. Oh, and Animal Man on top of that. Yeah, that's a very good, that's a very respectable Firestorm, I'd say. He worked out really well. I'm actually normally pretty intimidated by Firestorm. Firestorm is a card that if you lose it, you lose all of these cards, so that's pretty intimidating to me. But it didn't happen that way this time at all. Not in the slightest. Really enjoyed this game. I always like playing as Constantine, and tonight he just worked really well for me. My strategy of just buying everything and using his ability all the time, it worked, but it was even better for fueling Firestorm. There's no way around that. I can't get over how well Firestorm worked. I've never had that happen before. It's always been like a regrettable loss halfway through the game, but that did not happen. We got Firestorm early, we started feeding it early, and we used it often. I think we used it on at least half the villains. I had a great time. This is a good game. And this is going to be a pretty good score too. I've got a lot of weaknesses in my deck, but I've got a good main deck score, and obviously all the villains are beat, so that's alright. So what am I talking about with scores? I'm talking about the Solo Crisis League. It's a league I created and run. It takes the win-lose conditions of the Crisis expansions for the DC deck building game and asks how well did you win or how badly did you lose based on measurable stats like the size of the main deck, how many weaknesses you have, stuff like that. Everyone plays the same setup every week. You get your selection of heroes to choose from, and you just do your best. It's a lot of fun. Check out the link below if you want to learn more about it. Few ways you can support the videos or those leagues. You can watch the videos, and I appreciate that every single time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You can check out my Etsy store. I sell this very game mat there, and I've got this Gwent themed one there as well. There's a link below for that. And finally, there's the Patreon. Patreon gets you all sorts of things, including mid-round results in the league rounds. It gets you a special members-only round between seasons. It gets you special thanks in the videos, which I'm going to do in just a minute, and special thanks on all of the like score sheets and results pages for each of the leagues. So my thank yous for today for all my most recent members of my Patreon are TGD Chase is a member of my Solo Champions League. It's a similar setup to the Solo Crisis League. We just use Marvel Champions instead of the DC deck building Crisis games. So thank you, TGD Chase, for joining. I hope you're enjoying the start of Season 4. Everyone's enjoying Hulk so far. And then we have Sloth, one of the newest members of the Solo Champions League. Just joined right away at the start of Season 4. Thank you, Sloth. I hope you're enjoying yourself so far. And then we have, this is a good pronunciation one. I am bad at pronouncing words that I don't know, if you don't know that yet. So I'm really sorry about this. But these screen names really put me to the test sometimes. So, Kwakuani? I'm going to try and give it like a Hawaiian type sound. Kwakuani. I'm not sure if that's it, but thank you, Kwakuani. You're a member of the Solo Champions League. You just hopped in on Season 4, and I hope you're enjoying yourself so far. That's all I've got for you tonight. I had a great time. This game was a blast. I really enjoy this setup, especially when it works. It's not so enjoyable when you can't find that 7-cost card you need, but I got it tonight pretty easily. That's all I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed, and you have a good night.